Today I am honored to be able to address you very briefly. It's a blessing that this day found me in Lira to be able to congregate with you, brethren, to share this moment, to share this blessing, but also once again be able to communicate my humble communication. Besides being a devoted Catholic and a Christian, I'm also running for president. I ran for president in 2021. All of you knew what happened. But unlike 2021, I was much younger, much angrier, and more impatient. Not that I'm patient now, I'm even more impatient. But I might say so much that I've learned in this journey to northern Uganda, and particularly in Lango. It is not like the first one. Many things we planned, but God also planned otherwise. Last time we went through Karuma. Even this time we were meant to drive by road through Karuma, but I was invited by a brother. Some of you know him. His name is Honorable Junior Apina, and I had the honor of visiting him at his home, and also the honor of visiting the resting place of the founding father of our nation, Dr. Apollo Newton Obote. Now, that visit alone touched me, and in many ways changed even my communication to northern Uganda. I had come to look for votes. And yes, I am still looking for votes. But I realized that there was something even more important than votes. Something that was more important than myself as an individual. Something that brings us together. You see, I'm among the old people in this generation at 43 years, and I was only 4 years when the new government came in. We are being told to be divided. We're being told not to love each other. We're being told to live by the midst of the unfortunate events of the past. I realized that we are more similar than different, that it is more beneficial when we are together than drawn apart. And realize that we as a generation, it is our time to make our own mistakes and correct our mistakes. But it's also our duty to right the wrongs of the past, to paint a new picture and to build a new Uganda based on love, a new Uganda based on unity, based on peace, and based on reconciliation. So, much as I'm looking for the votes in Lango, which votes I am sure I will get, there's something more important that I desire. That even if I don't get the votes, at least let us get the unity. Even if I don't get the votes, at least let us get the opportunity to start afresh, to build our own lives, to connect and reconnect, to love and to fulfill the dreams of our forefathers. Like the church has always been preaching to us, that love conquers all. We have the ability to do that, brothers and sisters. So my message to you, especially the young people, is to be able to look at a better country, to look at what connects us, what unites us, more than what divides us. To know that all the differences that we've been taught, none of us was even present to witness them, but we have the opportunity to do right. And of course, in this election, I will not forget to say that I am the best candidate. I am the best candidate because I look ahead. I am the best candidate because I believe in unity, because I present a vision for a new Uganda, a vision that will be celebrated by our fathers, our mothers, our elders, but most importantly, a vision that will give opportunity for us, a new generation, to start afresh, to change and rearrange, and to build a country where all the children of Uganda, regardless of their tribe and background, regardless of their religion, regardless of their gender, will all live in a life of dignity. Finally, I want to thank the Catholic Church for always being a steward of morality, for being fearless, for speaking truth to power, and for also being a guiding compass for all of us. I thank you, my Lord Bishop, and I thank you, Brooklyn, for listening to me. Thank you very much, Madam Deputy President, my Lord Bishop, and the entire leadership of the church, dear brethren, all the Otayo, Apoyo Monobino Lake. Nyinga Chagulanyi Sentam Robert, aka Bobby Wine, aka Okelo. Abedo Ladid President, Main National Unity Platform. I will not speak Luo because I know today is a Bantu service. Many of them might not understand me. But I will also tell them, Mwebale nyo, mwebale dekala, mwebale mnonga. The Most High visits him and does justice for the righteous and executes judgment. And the Lord will not delay, neither will he be patient with him. Brethren, that is the word of the Lord. The first reading, the prayer of the humble pierces the clouds. Pierces the clouds. A reading from the book of Sirach, chapter 35, verses 12 to 14 and 16 to 18. The Lord is the judge, and with him there is no partiality. He will not show partiality in the case of a poor man, and he will listen to the prayer of the one who is wrong. He will not ignore the supplication of the fatherless, nor the widow when she pours out her story. He whose service is pleasing to the Lord will be accepted, and his prayer will reach the clouds. The prayer of the humble pierces the clouds, and he will not be consoled until he reaches the Lord. He will not desist until the Most High visits him and judges